Okay, so what are we exactly playing over here? So yeah, we have this old school map. I think it's from 98 maybe, but late 90s. This was designed by James McFarland or Jim McFarland, and I don't think he's very well known, but you know, he was one of the guys from that time. And this is a single map WOD, so one relatively big map, and that's it. Um, what is this WOD called? Well, you can see the name over there in the bottom left. So, so yeah, this is one of those WODs. So we will have quite an interesting time. Um, so yeah, uh, good question is that why are we exactly playing this map, especially given the fact that we are gonna put this on YouTube, and there are certain things to be considered of. So I just thought about this kind of randomly. So if you think about challenging maps in Doom, um, you have quite a different types of challenges, and like I don't even know much about these challenge runs, so I play relatively easy stuff. Like Alien Vendetta is probably the toughest ward that I have cleared, like pistol start without saves, and that's like easy in modern standards. So, but despite this, even I know, and everybody in Doom community pretty much knows, you know, what kind of challenges do we have. So you have like a Plutonia style, very creative monster placement and this combat design. Not only the Plutonia itself, but also like similar designs um, in modern maps as well. You have like a American McGee style, um, like a very minimalistic style, and possibly like a resource deprivation. You have also like a lot of modern mappers who just put everything to the next level, like just all types of challenges in with everything. So it's like the map is difficult in every possible way. Um, the stuff like from Nirvana or Death Destiny or you know Inferno or Rebix and his friends like Danny and Grain of Salt, and um, you have like a hair monster dropping you to the death pits. Uh, anyway, there are quite a different challenges, especially with the modern, very creative custom maps. But I have never even thought about it before. That, for example, this very map presents completely different challenge. Because over here, at the most random moments, something might pop into the screen, what I cannot actually show. So, what kind of challenge does it create when, in most random moments, I actually have to play this stuff blind? So yeah, that's something quite different, and yeah. And I gotta say, when it comes to map design, like I understand totally that if you look at this type of visuals or the map name, it's quite clear that the mapper and the players, to some degree, have other things that they are thinking about while playing this map. So the enemy placement and that kind of stuff is not like everything. But despite this, I gotta say that this is still okay map design-wise if you look at the monster placement and overall gameplay. So I would say that if this map was in master levels, and I know that's not very high quality mapping, but anyway, if this was there, I think this would have worked quite nicely. Anyway, speaking of old school stuff, there we have an invuln. And now the question is that why do I get an invuln? Like, if you look at this stuff over here, this really isn't that difficult. So this really brings me that old school vibe that in quite a few 90s maps, if there was a cyber demon, it's almost guaranteed that there is a invuln relatively close or something like that. Same way if you think about like Doom 1, that one sandy map, I think it was spawning VATS E2M7, where you actually get 2 invulns for no reason at all. So this really brings that style. Of course, nothing wrong. I like old school map sets, so but this really brings that old school vibe. Yeah, Waffles came to say hello. So yeah, here we have a blue key door. So let's see that a little bit later, or quite a lot later actually. So now you have two choices. So whether you look what this wonderful arrow is pointing at, or then you go to the mandatory progression over here. So if you go to the mandatory progression, you can get a BFG, but the problem is that you're force-fed Megasphere while grabbing it. On the other hand, if you go to this optional stuff, that BFG will be blocked. But I actually don't need that BFG anyways, so I gotta go with this. And the one reason is that this area is hands down the toughest thing that we have. Yeah, now we have a blue key, and when you flip this, oh, yeah, we're gonna go over here. And this area just absolutely destroys me. So, yeah, we are now in the library, and I gotta say, I like libraries. I like reading. Although over here we have a little bit peculiar library, and we have a lot of spicy things. And I gotta say, this place just destroys me, because there are so many things that I cannot show, so I have to look away, or I have to pop into this auto map, not to show it. So, how do we continue? So, when you get this type of room where nothing works, there is this gimmick that if you go to the previous room and look at the ribbons, you can find something. So, oh, there is a red ribbon, the other ones are black. So, let's see. Oh, monsters. So yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot show where are they coming from. So once again, that's the challenge in this map. I have to avert my eyes. So let's continue. Oh wait, the door is close over there. So these. By the way, those monsters, they have a wonderful time ruining my runs because they open those doors by themselves. And then something weird happens. So let's clear these guys. And yeah, there are quite a few gray things in the walls. Yeah, launching rockets when you're literally blind. That is something. But anyway, there were those gray things on the walls. So what are they about? So if you flip this, you can get a lights on. And yeah, you can see that there are certain decorations. But I'm not gonna be able to show that. And now, holy moly, this area. This is just sadistic. Because I cannot show basically anything. So, I have to go completely blind. I can only show this area or this mini corridor and nothing more. But the monsters are coming from both fronts. So, this is not gonna be nice, but I'm gonna go up there and launch rockets. So, okay. Okay. I think there is a Pinkio Spectre. This is funny thing that it doesn't matter whether it's Pinky or Spectre. They are doing exactly the same stuff. Okay, there should be like a maybe extra Pinky over here and then Hell Knight. Oh. Okay. Imp also. So maybe you're the last one. Yeah, there are decorations over there as well. Okay, so let's see. Those chain gunners we cleared earlier were over here. But they are dead. Not, I gotta say, I like this ammunition. The chain gun is very good when I cannot see anything. So, let's continue. Over here, quite a few monsters. Okay, you're done as well. Yeah, these should be clean. Yes. So now, this is probably the toughest room over here. So, these will show some silly things in this room. There will be also 2 chain gunners, so thanks. Yeah. Okay. Hello. And now quite a few guys. Once again, I cannot see anything. Okay, there's a Pinky in front of me. Okay, somebody's shooting at me as well. So, let's see, are you still in front of me? Yes, imp. Okay, the imp followed me. Crap, and I don't have any more shotgun shells. Anyway, let's continue over here. We're almost done with this naughty library. Okay, there are... Anyone else? Oh, imp. Anyone else? There is a chain gunner as well, but he is a little bit further over there. Yes. I think that was it. And I don't want to show anything. It's almost clean over here, but there is this interesting thing that if you flip over there and now go over here, you can get plasma. Oh crap! Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. This is a little bit annoying. So there is the ribbon. Okay, go away. Yeah. And now let's just finally go away. Phew, finally done. So yeah, that's one heck of a library. Never seen those ones in real life, but well, we are in Doom world, Doom reality, and yeah, that kind of stuff happens. So yeah, that area has ruined my run many times. So yeah, there should be the BFG over here, but it's blocked now. But once again, I don't need it anyway, so yeah. Here, when you do the catwalk, there will be quite a few monsters, but they are almost entirely in the towers. So there are only like 4 specters down in the pit. So not too many guys. But yeah, this is the style. But I gotta say that overall, I think this run is still completely clean. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the specters right now. This corridor here is safe. And by the way, that area where those other guys are, the other side, that's a death pit. Okay, I cannot hear anybody. So yeah, I think this run is still completely clean. So that is good. So now when we have a blue key, we can open there also this. So this is a blue door actually. Light amplification goggles. And why do we need those? Well, there is something behind me right now, but okay, we're not gonna look into that stuff. We're going away. So yeah, more blue key things. So the door that I mentioned earlier. So we're gonna continue over there. But yeah, I think this is still completely clean. I mean, I don't know how strict is YouTube with this stuff. So I have seen like some gamers, for example, Polish Links. He plays relatively spicy games here and there. I mean, granted, he does cut his videos if needed, but still, there are certain little things here and there. So I don't actually know what kind of things YouTube does with that stuff. Like, is it like age restrictions or some other things? So what kind of stuff happens? By the way, if skull switches are not showing over here, you can shoot that. Quite often monsters trigger that anyways. But what happens with these is that there will be some visuals over there. I'm not gonna show that stuff, so let's put those away. But anyway, yeah, I don't know how those things happen in Doom, you know, in YouTube. So yeah, I don't know about those things. So, but I think this is still completely clean. So I have been a good boy. So and besides, like even if it would be the case that for some reason the video would be taken down or something, it's like sure, whatever. Like this is like yeah, this doesn't make too much difference for me. so that's fine. And even if they would do like some like major restrictions to my channel or like something like completely over the top, and once again like over the top, so it's probably not gonna happen, but still, even if they would do something like very radical to cut from my channel, it's like sure, like I just don't have that much to lose, so like even something like that, it's basically like, you know, you're robbing a homeless guy, so it really doesn't matter. By the way, now it's a great time to use BFG if you do have it. I don't, so I'm gonna use rocket, so those gunners should go. Yes, and they are gone. So now let's just do a cleanup. Yeah, so we have only the very final thing. But yeah, this has been quite an interesting challenge. I have screwed this up quite a few times. And, it has basically been the case that every time, you know, something pops to my screen, I'm just not fast enough. I mean, I'm not gonna cut anything from the video, so over here we're not done yet. So if you open this happens, and when you open that, you get more visuals. So here, okay, where are you? Okay, yeah, there was a gunner, shotgunner, and when I flip this, quite a lot visuals are there, and there is a revenant. So okay, revenant. Okay, yes, he's done. And there is a megasphere somewhere over here. Yes, and I cannot show you the exit portal, but phew, that was done. And yeah, quite a challenge, but we got it. So this was quite an interesting thing. Um, Yeah, and I put it in the description that in case you're wondering, and if in case you're interested of this map set or this map for varying reasons, um, I put their link in the description, but I didn't actually put there like the direct link. I don't, once again, I don't know how strict is it in YouTube. But I put there like a big archive which has like all types of like regular Doom maps as well, and there is like themes. So you can pick, um, you can guess what kind of theme are we talking about here. And well, I mentioned the ward name anyway. So, but yeah, this was that. I think I better stop before I embarrass myself anymore. So yeah, this is it.